Have you ever spent minutes scrolling through a springboot stack trace only to discover that the actual problem was something ridiculously simple? Maybe a missing configuration, maybe an API key, maybe a single environment variable. Well, there is a springboot feature that can save you and everyone from your team from that frustration. Almost nobody uses it, but once you see it, you will probably want it in every project. Let's say we are building an e-commerce application. The application integrates with Stripe to process payments. Every payment request requires a Stripe secret key. Now imagine deploying this application without configuring that key. You have two choices. You can let the application start successfully and wait until the first customer places an order, only for the payment to fail. Or you can fail fast, meaning if a critical configuration is missing, the application shouldn't even start. That's exactly what we'll do. During startup, we will validate that the secret key exists. Let's move to the implementation part now. Create a new validator class. This will implement Spring's application runner interface. This has to implement run method. The benefit will be that this method will be automatically called at application startup. Inject the API using value annotation. Keep its default value blank. Inside run method, check if the API key is non-empty and throw an exception if it is empty. Instead of inbuilt exceptions, we will create our own exception class. This class will extend Java's exception class. Add a constructor with a parameter and call parent class constructor. That's it. Back to our validator class. Add a component annotation so that Spring knows about this class and it calls the run method at startup. Sounds reasonable? Let's run the application. The application fails. It was bound to fail since we have not defined a variable for a property that was mandatory. But what do we get? A massive stack trace. And the actual error? Right at the bottom. Note that this is currently a small application that we have just built. In a real application with bean definitions, more configurations, this stack trace will be much longer and filled with application context exception, bean creation exception, nested exceptions, more stack trace, and finally the error at the bottom. Now imagine you are a new developer joining the team. Would you immediately know which property is missing, what it's supposed to be called, whether it belongs in application properties or an environment variable? Probably not. Instead, you will start searching the codebase. Or worse, you will message another developer asking, "Hey, why isn't the application starting?" And that's where today's feature comes in. It's called FailureAnalyzer. Whenever your application fails to start, Spring Boot checks whether there is a failure analyzer for that application. If there is, then instead of showing only a generic exception, it displays a meaningful diagnosis. In other words, your application explains the problem instead of forcing the developers to investigate it. We can build our custom failure analyzer, and let's build one. Our startup validation already throws this exception. Nothing fancy. The real magic happens in the analyzer. Create a new class that extends abstract failure analyzer. This must extend Spring's built-in abstract failure analyzer. Its generic type will be the exception for which we want to configure it. The reason is that when you implement its analyze method, you will get the second argument of the same type as this exception. So you can easily get the message that you are throwing from the place of error. Here, you create an object of failure analysis, which is the return type of this method, and set the message from the exception itself. Think of this as writing a custom error page, but for the application startup. Instead of returning an exception, you are returning a clear description of the problem and an actionable solution. Finally, you need to tell Spring Boot about this class. So, register it in spring.factories file inside resources/meta-inf folder. Create this file if you don't have already, and register it like this. And that's all the setup required. Now let's run the application again. This time, instead of digging through a huge stack trace, Spring Boot immediately tells us the reason and how to fix it. That's it. No investigation, no searching, and no guessing. Instead of throwing cryptic startup exceptions, your application becomes self-documenting. Every startup failure becomes an actionable message, and that's especially valuable for large development teams, DevOps engineers, CI/CD environments, and new developers joining the project. Spring Boot has dozens of powerful extension points that rarely get the attention they deserve. Failure Analyzer is one of them. It won't make your application faster, it won't reduce memory usage, but it will save developers countless hours chasing startup issues. And in a production team, that's a feature worth knowing. If you learned something new today, don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, we will explore another Spring Boot feature that can make your application even more developer friendly.